sir, you wanna die, it's not my turn.
All right, let's talk about this statement really fast. All right, the statement about World of Dance. Well, let me give you a brief background. Bionic has been dancing for roughly 15 years, and everybody knows Bionic is the man. I've been dancing for 8, 9 years, and I'm a big fan of foundation, and I like to teach my kids especially that foundation is the most important thing to any art and well, life in general. Just knowing where you come from. Um, a lot of kids these days watch America's Best Dance Crew, and they see guys like they see the TV aspect of dance, entertainment value, and it's all good, which is good. Like I'm very grateful for the TV show and this and that, but there are a lot of people out there who see TV and they they think that's what our art is. That's what b-boying, that's what popping, that's what crumping is. Truth is, a lot of choreo dance groups out there don't really understand what it means to have foundation to your movement. For example, a lot of choreo right now is like it's like popping. It's like isolations. It's a lot of tricks. It's basically just a bunch of tricks. And for Bionic and I and the rest of our guys in the group, we spent years and years working at our craft, at our art, and it's kind of like a slap in the face for another group to just portray our hard work, our talents. People out there bite. People out there take Bionic's moves all the time, but it's like no, not like Quest. Quest is a group that's exceptional. They're like I don't know the rest of the guys. I know Dominic, and I know Dominic's been through a lot. He's he has all the room in the world to do what he does. However, there are groups out there that have a guy who can jump on his head and who can spin a million times on his back and claim he's a b-boy, the b-boy in the group. I've been b-boying for 8 years. That motherfucker is not a b-boy. You can teach a monkey how to do a handstand, but you can't teach a monkey how to dance on beat. Half the time that guy isn't even on beat. The statement was not an attack towards anybody. The statement was to, I guess, show everybody that, or the people at World of Dance, that hey, you've seen us perform, you know what we can do. Now, this is us. This is our art. This is us doing what we do on an individual basis. And it was really, the performance was not to entertain. It was to expose. Like I said earlier, there are a lot of groups out there that have one b-boy, that have one guy who can pop really well. Well, nowadays it's like 2 or 3 guys who have crazy isolations, who, finger tut. Like, this is not dancing. What is this? This is playing with your hands. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put on a beat that's okay. Porch. Just an example. Nobody take this personally. Alright. I'm not a popper. Not at all. Not at all. But see what I mean? Like, I'm not a popper, but things nowadays are so watered down that anybody can imitate anything. And so when it comes to guys like Bionic, who's been doing it for years, it starts to become like a slap in the face. Weird. Hard to explain. You gotta treat, well, the thing is, like, this dance, people forget that it's an art. There are people who practice this every day just to create their own style. And then you got certain people who imitate that style from a dance studio, from YouTube, wherever you might learn it, and then they take it as their own, when in fact it's just like a trend. You, yeah. No, it's not an attack at anybody, not Poriotics, nobody like that. It's a generalization of the trends these days. Bionic and I, and Farside and Frost and Mitch, blah blah blah, didn't start dancing because of America's Best Dance Crew. Didn't start dancing because we thought it'd get us paid. But it is getting us paid. No, I'm just kidding. We started dancing because we're dancers, we're artists. And people fail to see that. You know, they join dance groups thinking it'll get them fame. They learn how to spin on their head because they think it's going to be something great. The truth is, you need to do this for yourself and not for America's Best Dance Crew. You know, that should be icing on the cake. The cake should be you learning a lot about yourself, learning how to express yourself through this dance, through art, through, well, whatever it is, origami, game. And another thing is, a lot of times when it's exploited like that, people misread the ideas behind the dances. You know, they portray the dance in the wrong way. A part of the b-boy section said, b-boying is not about generic hand hops and slow footwork. And it's right. You know, the dance is about a dance. Not about jumping on your head. Not about doing that crazy stuff. I mean, it's cool, but that should be icing on the cake. Back to the music. It's not an attack towards anybody. Learn your history. That's all I ask. Pay respect where it's due.